Ja, herzlich willkommen zurück, liebe Leute. Da sind wir wieder, mitten auf dem Schrottplatz. Wir haben die Gedächtnisse der Kinder gelöscht und sind jetzt hier. Also alles super, alles gut. Und wollen mal gucken, was wir jetzt hier machen können.
Can't get too close. That's really high voltage. I need to find someone who knows their way around electronics.
Ah, ich weiß wer. Ja, ich weiß wer. Ich weiß wer. Und zwar... Ich bin völlig falsch gelaufen. Der Mensch hier beim Ortseingang, der ist doch hier, genau. Die Arbeiterin.
Hey, there's an electrified fence in the junk heap. Can you help disconnect it?
I'd love to, but I need to repair this breaker box here first.
Okay, but how long will that take?
Hard to say, but unless this thing miraculously fixes itself, I could be stuck here all day.
Looks like she's trying to fix something in this power box. I don't think extra straight.
Schade.
Hey, there's an electrified fence.
I'd love to, but
Okay, but how long will that take?
hard to say, but unless this thing miraculous...
Wieder helfen?
Looks like
Wahrscheinlich
an
eher
old
nicht. Ah, wie geht es denn jetzt hier weiter? Wer kann da helfen? Wer kann helfen bei Elektrokram? Nochmal hier lang? Er hier vielleicht?
I'll leave him to his...
Nein. Ah, vielleicht der Mensch im Recycling-Dings. Der kennt sich das bestimmt ein bisschen mit Elektrik aus, oder? Gut, cool. Der ist nicht da. Ah, jetzt gehen mir wenig die Ideen aus. Bei der Schrotthalde war hier noch so eine Tür.
Not sure where that door leads. Nah, I'll leave them alone.
Ich kennt der Typ sich aus, wenn er sich mit Robotern so ein bisschen auskennt.
Hi again.
Hey there.
Hey, do you know your way around electronics?
No way! He just happened to accidentally construct a store filled with robots. Let me guess, you flunked Deduction 101?
Don't mind him. Yes, I do know a thing or two about that.
Schön.
Well, great. I need you to come with me to disconnect the power to a thing. A trap.
Oh, I'd love to help, but I can't leave the store like this.
Niemand
Not
kann
an
mir
important customer today. Why don't you check with Lisa over by the museum? She can probably help you out.
The woman who was fixing that broken power pole?
Yeah, that's her.
All right, thanks.
Bro. Aber die habe ich doch jetzt schon
off. See you.
gefragt.
Take care.
Das heißt, wir müssen versuchen... den Verteilerkasten zu reparieren. Können wir ihr denn irgendwie helfen? Können wir sie amnesieren?
Hey, there's an electrified fence in the...
I'd love...
Okay.
Hard to... Huh. Wait a minute. What the heck am I
Ja!
doing out here? Wasn't I in the middle of something? I better go back to the workshop and figure something out. Maybe just a quick break first.
Aber vielleicht können wir kurz mit ihr reden.
There's an electrified fence.
I suppose I have nothing better to...
Ja! Yippie!
The system is kind of cranky, so I'll only be able to cut the power briefly. Wait for a window and then do your business, but don't take too long or the power will come back on.
Okay.
I'll go check it out and let you know when I'm done.
Okay, good luck.
Super. Wir haben's. Man muss mit diesen Augments arbeiten. Das ist für mich noch nicht ganz so einfach. Ach der Scheiße, okay. What? Okay. Das war also so ein kleines Minispiel, oder was? Na herrlich. Schön. Eine Tür. Moment.
Don't move.
Oh, das ist sie.
Oh. Wait, you're that city cop. Fuck, I was expecting... God. Today is not your day, sister.
Warum?
It's not the right time for...
I'm sorry. I can't let you leave.
Oh, jetzt schießt sie uns. Shit.
All this better be worth it.
Okay, ich glaube, ich weiß, wie wir es machen können.
Don't... Oh. Fuck.
No time for that right now.
Warum?
No time for that.
I'm sorry. All this better be worth it.
Was sollen wir denn da machen? Sollen wir sie auch erschießen? Ich möchte das nicht. Also wir haben ja eine Gun.
Don't move. Oh. Fuck. Shit. Well, what are you waiting for? Finish me off then.
Step away from the weapon. Get on your knees and turn around.
Ow! Fuck, this hurts! Oh. Okay, sister. You win.
So, you believe that the killer is after you now?
I know he is. He got Maya and Carl. I'm next, obviously.
Let's not forget Leonard Dahl. He was butchered this morning.
Leonard? The recycling guy? Jesus, I had no idea. That's odd.
Odd how?
Because, actually, I have to give you the whole story for it to make sense.
Okay.
Carl and I wanted a child, but I can't. I have viable eggs, but there are other complications.
Ah, okay, das kann ich nachvollziehen. Mein Partner und ich, naja, bei uns war es ähnlich. Ich verstehe Ihre Verzweiflung. Sie sind ein kalkuliertes Risiko eingegangen mit schlimmen Folgen. Mein Beileid, aber Pech zu haben bedeutet nicht, dass man das Gesetz brechen darf. Das Leben ist unfair. Boah, das war schon ziemlich kacke.
I can relate. Me and my partner. Well,
Ich bin
something
viel zu
similar happened to us.
in diesem pinken
You can
Weg.
grasp our situation better than anyone. So anyway, we came into contact with a woman called Maya Strand who claimed that she could help us have a baby. She'd built a replica of an old womb tank. Forbidden technology, of course.
I see. And what did she want in return?
Our help with some of her other shady experiments. The lady was somewhat frail. She couldn't handle much heavy labor. She eventually revealed that she was a self-proclaimed member of the Conduit. Probably figured we had too much to lose to turn her in. She was right.
Yes, I found the conduit connection. Playing with fire.
Yeah, so Carl and I decided to play along until after the birth and then escape Nordsund as a family.
So you merely pretended to sympathize with conduit beliefs, and then Maya was murdered.
Yes, EPOs did it, I'm sure. Those assholes must have found out.
EPOs. That rings a bell.
Earth Preservation Orthodox Society. Anti-tech group. You must have heard of them over at the Bureau. Used to be terrorist classified.
Oh yeah, I remember. So they have a church here in Nordsund?
Yep, near the old mall in Northtown. Big place. They get visitors from all over.
So, Sie denken also, dass Epos-Fanatiker einen nach dem anderen erledigen? Wissen die auch von ihrem Kind?
So you think e-post fanatics are picking you off one by one. Do they know about the child?
Yes, I do, and I pray that they don't. That's why I'm hiding out here, to avoid leading them to the apartment. I was hoping to ambush them myself, and, well, then you came around.
There's a hole in this murder theory, though. Leonard Dahl.
Oh, yeah. No idea how that guy fits into all this.
Tja,
Could be unrelated.
hat er was rausgefunden oder so? Ja, sie kannten Leonard also nicht. Er war kein Mitglied ihrer Gruppe. Okay, vielleicht hat Leonard zu Epos gehört. Tja, und sie haben ihn aus Rache umgebracht. Na komm.
Perhaps Leonard was e-pose, and you killed him to avenge your friends. And now you're holed up in here, terrified of further retaliation from his people. Am I getting warm?
Not bad, sister, but no.
Bisschen
You're
kritisch
way off the
nachfragen.
mark. I had nothing to do with that.
I guess we'll see. Now, if all of this is true, why did you take a new name when you came to Nordsund?
It's a long story, but I left a life that was pretty ugly. I had to escape an
Oh.
abusive boyfriend. I needed a fresh start here in Nordsund. The nickname thing just happened. It felt natural, and then, well, I guess it stuck.
That doesn't explain why your relationship with Carl was kept a secret, though.
Carl and I happened really fast. It wasn't so much intentionally kept a secret, it just never became a public thing. When we started collaborating with Maya, we obviously had all the more reason to keep things quiet.
Well, I'm going to give all of this some thought and report to my superior. I'll be back later if I come up with more questions.
Okay, before you go, just the womb tank. The nutrients must be running low by now. Without replenishment, he could be hurt. Even die.
You don't need to worry. I replaced the canister today. The baby was fine.
You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Und so kommen wir auch ins Museum. Aha. Hört ihr das auch? Diese Wow. Ja gut, schauen wir doch mal ein bisschen uns um.
You can never really have too much water stored up.
Das stimmt wohl.
A small desk with a layer of dust on it. A lightweight aluminum pot with some leftover beans inside. High quality heater. One could get reasonably comfortable here in the winter.
Das denke ich eigentlich so auch.
A bug-out bag, I'm guessing. A long-distance radio. It's connected to the roof, so I'm guessing there's an exterior antenna hidden among the junk.
Die konnte man auch sehen von außen.
Looks pretty comfy for a place like this.
Gut, das war's dann, ne? Können wir noch das mal zeigen?
Any idea of what this opens?
None whatsoever.
Das weiß ja selbst, dass sie das ist.
Carl had this in his pocket when we found him.
Oh, damn it, Carl. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I have this photo? I really don't have much to remember him by.
Of course. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Das sind keine Verbrecher. Die wollen eine Familie haben. Und, die wollen eine Familie haben und... Ich glaube, ihr muss jetzt nicht nochmal alle Fragen stellen. Ich muss echt mal dran denken. Dass ich das mal ein bisschen bei den Gesprächen nebenher
I'm gonna head
anmache.
out now. Don't go.
In this condition.
You have to admit
Ja.
you had it coming.
So. Ein bisschen Dialogskippen. Sehr dialoglastig, die letzten beiden Folgen. So, und wir machen mal wieder hier ein kleines Meeting.
Agent England, right on time.
Councilwoman?
Oh, stop it. That word always makes me feel old. Call me Stina.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You
Ich
were
verschweige
working
das
small
Kind,
talk,
wenn ich
kiddo?
kann.
Sorry, been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend today.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
Ja. So, hoffentlich haben sie bald wieder Kontakt. Traurig, aber der natürliche Lauf der Dinge. Menschen leben sich auseinander. Ah, das war sehr zynisch. Es gefällt mir alles nicht, die unteren. Es ist immer so, keine Ahnung, das will doch keiner sagen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll get back in
Wir
touch.
müssen
with me.
stark bleiben, damit wir allein sind. Was?
Unlikely. Cranky old crones like me tend not to back down on ultimatums.
So, I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are ya? Do tell. What new things can you do?
I seem to be able to make people forget things.
I better invite you over then. I've got some things I'd rather forget.
Doesn't seem to work like that. It only affects short-term memory. Can't really pick and choose.
Ah, too bad. You'll improve it though, with practice. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
Also ich war gut darauf vorbereitet. Ja, das, genau.
You're being quite inquisitive as to my experiences with Blue. I'd prefer to discuss the case now.
Such professionalism. That'll wear off once you reach my age.
Mal gucken,
Now,
vielleicht
let's
ist
hear your
ja...
report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center. Ebus, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pulled with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
No. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan, Agent.
Mal gucken, ob wir jetzt wieder einen Anranzer kriegen, weil wir auf sie geschossen haben oder was auch immer. Ja. Tag 3, 7:52 Uhr.
You know, the story of Katerina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but she put her family above all. She refused to let others decide their future. A part of me wishes we'd done the same. If we were given a new chance, would we take it? Consequences be damned?
I know I would. I'd give anything for another shot.
I'm not sure if I would. It would mean betraying a lot of what I stand for.
I get that. I suppose being dead gives me a different perspective on things.
So, wir kriegen bestimmt wieder eine pinke Augmentierung, oder?
This can't be healthy.
Noch nicht? Okay. Gut.
There's that feeling again.
Ja, wieder pink. Mimikry. Ahme das Aussehen und die Stimme einer Person nach. Zuerst zeichnen wir also eine audiovisuelle Signatur auf, indem man das Ziel beobachtet. Und dann aktiviert man das und kann die Mimik, also nachäffen.
Morning, Agent. Dr. Patterson asked me to tell you to meet him in the morgue. He's done with the remains from the recycling center.
All right, thanks. I'll go have a look before I pay Epos a visit.
Mhm. Jetzt mal Käffchen, oder? Ah. Schmeckt aber auch wieder. So.
I don't need to mimic him.
Ja, sein können. Wir hätten sie bestimmt nicht anschießen müssen. Wir hätten bestimmt auch sie eben überreden können oder sowas, aber ich wollte mich dann nicht auch nochmal 12 Mal erschießen lassen. Oh, ein Patient. Hallo.
He looks sick. I shouldn't bother him.
Können ihn doch mal bestimmt scannen, oder? Schauen wir nicht. Können wir Biometrie-Scanner machen? Schwacher Puls. Okay. Das sind die Überreste. Oh, Gottes Willen.
Well, Leonard, it's been quite gross working with you. Oh, if it isn't the fantastic finger snatcher. Do I need to start frisking you for body parts?
Tut mir leid.
That won't be necessary. I'm sorry, Doctor. I suppose I got a bit carried away.
Apology accepted. So, I've got a little present for you.
Is that so?
Yep, right here on this tray. If you're a fan of minced meat, I've got a bucket full of Leonard out back too.
Oh, Gott.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Good choice. The seasoning is subpar,
Oh.
to say the least.
Oh!
You take your jokes way too far, Doctor. Now, what have you found?
Well, obviously, the poor man was shredded. Fortunately for him, it happened when he was already dead.
Yeah, I came to the same conclusion. Can you tell me anything about the cause of death?
Not much with the remains in this state. No signs of toxic substances, but that obviously still leaves a lot of options open.
Noted. So what's this in front of me?
Oh, yes. I noticed a pattern on Leonard's skin. Likely
Bits.
a tattoo. These
Hautpuzzle.
are all the pieces I could find. Not sure how they fit together, but I kept them in case you wanted to have a look.
All right, I'll check them out.
Ja, tatsächlich ein Hautpuzzle bestimmt, ne? Klassisches Adventure-Puzzle aus Haut. Oh Gott. Uah. Uah. Komm mal her. Ah, Puzzle-Rick. Jeden Sonntag mache ich ein 5000 Teile Puzzle. Es macht so Spaß. Es ist meine Leidenschaft. Ich liebe Puzzeln. Puzzeln ist das, was mich als Mensch definiert. Puzzeln ist für mich besser als Essen. Ich wollte was anderes sagen, aber das wird bestimmt zensiert. Puzzeln ist das Allercoolste. Ich liebe Puzzeln. Gleich bin ich fertig. Name meines Erotikvideos.
Huh. Looks like Leonard had this symbol tattooed on him. I'll copy it to my notebook.
Wahnsinn. Liebt ihr auch Puzzeln? So, ciao. Was haben wir denn vor? In die Eposkirche sollten wir. Wissen wir, wie wir da hinkommen? Wollen wir erst mal gucken, wie es der Dame geht? Eine ganz schlechte Idee, oder? Oh, Schrottsammler, hallo.
He looks busy sifting through the...
Okay. Jetzt kann man bestimmt nicht mehr durch, ne? Ah, doch.
Oh, you're back.
Ja,
Sure.
mal gucken, ob es ihr gut geht.
Okay.
So tell me what you know about the conduit.
I doubt they're anything to worry about. If there are other members out there, I'd wager they're just as loony as Maya.
So Maya was on her own? There was no contact with any other conduit cells?
Not as far as I know, but I didn't really care to find out either.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Other than this mess with my eye got tangled up and I'm just a teacher trying to get by. I moved here a few years back, met Carl, and, well, you know the rest.
Ich glaube, hier müssen wir nicht so viel machen.
Alright.
Good. Alright. Okay.
Ich wollte eigentlich nur mal gucken, ob die noch am Start ist, ob es dir gut geht. So. Jetzt würde ich ganz gerne wissen, wie wir zur Kirche kommen. Zur Kirche der Heiligen Erleuchtung, oder wie das Ding hieß. Das Wandbild ist fertig. Sehr cool.
Looks like I was right about the flowers.
Ja. Was gibt's hier Neues? Nix. Gut, ciao. Aber wie kommen wir denn jetzt zur Kirche? Ist es Einkaufen? Aha, aber hier waren wir doch, glaube ich... Ja.
Change of venue?
Yes, this is where the recital will take place later. Great acoustics.
Mhm.
Can I have a little foretaste?
Very well. The same wind, my dear. The same wind. Shook the walls of Jericho. Dried your tears. No Lee to be found. No trust, nor joy. This fire you were set to guard, and I to rest by its side. Not a whisper to be heard. Let it be known. We're here, all alone.
That was great. I love the ending.
You're too kind.
Ja. Hier haben wir nichts. Wir brauchen diese Kirche. Oh.
Rolf looks busy. I'll leave him to his work.
Wie kommen wir denn zur Kirche? Gehen wir mal alles ab. Das kann jetzt ja nicht so schwierig sein. Hier ist der Markt. Zum Ortseingang. Hier ist nichts. Zum Plattformrand. Hier ist nichts. Ist das vielleicht diese Plattform, leben die hier nur alle ohne KI und unten sind sie dann alle noch voller KI? Also, dass es einfach hier so eine isolierte Umgebung ist. Hier muss das ja sein, ne? Hier muss das ja sein.
Not sure what happened. Doesn't look functional. Maybe later. I don't...
Ah, Treppe nach oben. Ah. Oh, was haben wir denn hier? Das ist die Küche, ne?
A fancy looking E. It's the E-Pose logo, I believe.
Ja. Ein Bird. Jetzt mal alles scannen. Hier können wir nichts scannen, aber diesmal mache ich das an. Jemand der Wache. Hallo!
Hi there.
Greetings, and welcome to the Free Church of Epos. If you wish, you can enter our public prayer room to the right for some silent contemplation.
All right, thanks. What about the rest of the church?
The other areas are off limits to non-members.
Oh. Can I become a member then?
Now is not a good time. We're preparing for a special guest who has come a long way. If you return next week, we'll see what we can do.
I understand. Thanks. I wonder if this special guest can help somehow.
Aber wir haben ja diese neue Superkraft hier. Und die werden mit...
Looks like some kind of public prayer room or chapel.
Ja, können wir da nicht reingehen?
Looks like
Dann geh doch da rein. Okay,
I'd guess those are members of the...
Kann man hier noch was fragen?
Point. He won't...
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Also, ja, jetzt soll dieser Special Guest hier aufschlagen.
I should try to locate this special guest. They may be the key to gaining it.
Ja, okay. Das heißt, wir müssen den irgendwie finden. Heißt, wir müssen ein bisschen rumfragen. Heißt das vielleicht... Also ein paar Leute habe ich jetzt auf der Liste, die das vielleicht wissen könnten. Als allererstes natürlich sie hier.
Oh, you're
Sure. I need to...
Okay.
I don't see a point in bringing...
Herrlich.
good. All right. Okay.
Okay, herrlich. Da hat sie gar keinen Bock drauf. Wer könnte das noch wissen? Lieutenant Anderson wahrscheinlich.
Looks like...
Ja, wenn jemand außer der Polizei. Hier vielleicht Kollege Gabriel.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there.
I'm looking for a new arrival here in town. Some kind of important person headed for the EPO's compound. Seen anyone like that?
I did see an odd hooded figure entering the canteen before.
Ah,
Maybe that was the person you were looking for?
Could be. I'll go have a look.
alles klar. Da gucken wir nach,
All right.
Good luck out.
sobald wir in der nächsten Folge angekommen sind. Und ich sage Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal.